how come these other like FDA and other governments have not approved hydrogen as a treatment? And why isn't it used in hospitals? Like if it's so effective and proven to be work, how come this hasn't happened? Well, first off, nobody should be saying that hydrogen is so effective and proven to work or something, because it hasn't been. And unfortunately, sometimes people get in this conspiratorial mindset that yes, actually, hydrogen has been proven to be effective. The government and the FDA or whatever just doesn't want people to know about it. And unfortunately, we can point to cases where there has been this pharmacracy and this shady things going on with the governments and everything like that. But that those things, although those things happen, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's the case with molecular hydrogen. And so I'm just going to give some of my opinions about why hydrogen is not, approved by the FDA and other governments and used in hospitals. Well, first off, I will simply say we don't have the evidence. We don't have the type of clinical study that we're talking about. I mean, you realize to do these levels of clinical studies that are often thousands and thousands of patients, and a year or longer than a year, several years longer, to really understand the effects of a drug or whatever it is. It takes lots of money to develop a drug. You're talking about not hundreds of thousands of dollars, not millions of dollars, billions with a B dollars to fully develop a drug from the ground level all the way up to all the clinical trials and everything else. And the fact is, molecular hydrogen is natural. You can't patent hydrogen gas itself. I mean, you can patent delivery methods, of course, but you can't patent the molecule itself. There's no major multi-billion pharmaceutical company that I'm aware of that is interested in spending literally billions of dollars to get this level of approval by the FDA and governments and everything, just so that they cannot profit from it. I mean, it doesn't make sense from a business perspective. Even if we remove any of our concepts of the corruption and all this kind of stuff, I mean, just from a business perspective, who would do that? I mean, I guess I would do that. I really want to see this. If it works, I want the world to have it, right? But that's like the philanthropy concept and what we want to do. But just, it's not a good business model, and it just costs a lot of money to do these types of clinical trials and studies to really develop something, and it just takes decades to do.